NATO allies are putting forces on standby and sending additional ships and fighter jets to NATO deployments in Eastern Europe, reinforcing allied deterrence and defense as Russia continues its military buildup in and around Ukraine. NATO will continue to take all necessary measures to protect and defend all allies, including by reinforcing the eastern part of the alliance. At President Joe Biden's direction, the Pentagon is putting about 8,500 US-based troops on heightened alert for potential deployment to Europe to reassure allies amid rising fears of a possible Russian military move on Ukraine.
All members of the European Union are united. We are showing an unprecedented unity about the situation in Ukraine, with a strong coordination with the US, being personally coordinated and participating with all debriefing and being informed of what's going on.
We also need to get over the message that invading Ukraine from a Russian perspective is going to be a painful, violent and bloody business.
Border, including in Belarus, and consulting extensively with our transatlantic allies and partners, the Department continues to support diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the situation. Now, as the President has said, even as we continue to prioritize diplomacy and dialogue, we must also increase readiness. In support of its obligations to the security and defense of NATO and the security of its citizens abroad, at the direction of the President and following recommendations made by Secretary Austin, the United States has taken steps to heighten the readiness of its forces at home and abroad so that they are prepared to respond to a range of contingencies, including support to the NATO response force if it is activated. Altogether, the NRF comprises around 40,000 multinational troops. Within the NRF is something called the Very High Readiness Joint Task Force, or VJTF. This NRF element, which is about 20,000 strong across all domains, includes a multinational land brigade of around 5,000 troops and air, maritime, and special operation forces components. I want to provide some facts on these preparations that will reinforce our commitment to NATO and to the NATO.
Around the World News Desk.